is Megan and this is my friend Laura. We met when we went to sixth form together when we were 16. We were sat in sociology classes together, and I remember we also joined the choir together, and we went and performed at Ely Cathedral, and so there were a few different activities that we were kind of involved in together, and just got to know each other really over that time in school. I remember that so in our sociology class, we talked quite a lot about religion. And so everyone in the class knew that I was a Christian.
It was a very overt fact. Everyone was like, Megan is the Christian in the room.
Yeah, so sometimes there'd be, oh, what do you think about that as a Christian? And I'd talk about like church and what my expression of church was. And so I think that was kind of, it was always an open thing. I never had to reveal one day, oh, by the way, I'm a Christian.
Yeah, I always knew that you were a Christian. Sort of from day dot, it was sort of, I mean, when everyone turns to look at you in a classroom when you're being asked what's a Christian perspective on this. It's quite obvious. Yeah, it makes it very obvious who's Christian and who's not.
There's been moments where you've had difficulties and struggles, and you would often come back and be like, oh, I'm interested in this again. And I'd share maybe Bible verses, or sometimes I remember songs, because we'd met like through singing as well. We both kind of had bonded over music, and we go and watch shows together and stuff like that. That's something that we love together. So I remember sending you songs and you being like, this is church? Like, what?
I think I didn't quite understand what C3 really was. Like when you say church, you think of a stone building with the little cushions you put your knees on, singing hymns at Christmas, like in the very old school version, I suppose, of church. And when you started telling me those songs, I was like, are you sure you sent me the right thing? Like, is this really what you sing at church? We're like, yeah,
this is my normal.
And it was great. It just felt like a really supportive sort of environment to be in, and the songs kind of sort of emphasize that. You never really made it difficult to say, can I come to church? You were always very open about, you know, it's an open door policy. You don't have to, it's not a club that you need like a secret password for. And yeah, you just made it really easy.
Yeah, I remember, so there's been like, as I've said, many moments of sharing and introducing you, and kind of bit by bit, and but I remember one time in lockdown when we FaceTimed, and you said to me, I've decided to start reading the Bible. I've started in Genesis and I'm going to go all the way through to the end. And I was like, amazing, that's so cool, but that's like quite crazy.
I've realised that now.
What would you say was the moment that kind of, was there one moment? I guess we've talked about many moments, but was there a moment where you were like, right, I'm gonna be serious about this. I'm gonna work out who this Jesus is for me?
I think, so the little tricklings I had throughout the years kind of cracked that door open for me. And then I had a period of time where I'm a planner, and when the plan didn't go to plan and everything felt like it crumbled, this was where I felt drawn to. I had spent 6 months unemployed, trying to find work amongst a whole host of other personal things that were going on. And I hadn't succeeded in anything. And this was where I felt I needed to come to feel a little bit safer, to feel a little bit more in community, to feel a little bit more protected. Because I didn't feel any of those things. I felt so incredibly alone in those 6 months. Life pushed me to an edge without Jesus, and when I hit my version of rock bottom, it was him that pulled me out. And then when I started coming, I joined YA. I was coming every Sunday. I was meeting people. I found community that I never really had in Cambridge. You know, my schools were, other than Hills Road, were all outside of Cambridge, so I didn't have community here at that point. He's teaching me a lot and he's guiding me a lot, and when I know I need him, he gives me that feeling of, okay, this is the direction you need to go in. Yeah, he's something. Yeah,
He's good.
he's very good. Yeah, he does what needs to be done.
I feel like there's still, we still have these conversations where we're like, oh, I'm not sure about that, or you know, because we have that relationship and that foundation built, we can continue to explore on the journey of life, because I don't have it perfect.
Yeah.
You don't have it perfect, so we're doing it together, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Proud of you. Love
Thanks.
you.
Love you.